those of you that haven't been here before, my name is Claire from Book of Flowers. The design we're going to make today is a mantelpiece waterfall arrangement. If you haven't got a mantelpiece, have you got a window ledge that's suitable, or a table with an edge in that you can cascade over? It's kind of Halloweeny autumn, and I just wanted to keep with the seasons, but I wanted to show you a different design so that you could take it home and enjoy it and look after it and keep it probably going till Halloween. I'm sure it probably will. Might have to replace one or two heads of flowers, but what I've picked today, you should be fine. So first of all, just a basic black tray with a full brick of eco-friendly brown oasis. Okay, so that sits really comfortably in there, doesn't it? So I'm going to get the end of this tape. I might need your help. I'll tell you what, I'll use another one. Someone else can sort that out for me, Sam. There we go. So take in the tape. Underneath the tray and over. Make sure there's a good inch or so to keep that well and truly anchored in. And we want to do that twice, like so. Okay. See, that's what I do so I can find the end. Take note. So that's strapped in, okay? I will tell you one thing at this point. It's going to start leaking, because as you're putting flowers in, the water's got to go somewhere. So we've got a full brick because I want it to last for you, but you've also got to keep it watered. So if you take the arrangements for the aftercare to your sink or somewhere where you can let the water run away, give it a wipe underneath, and you need to water it from the top. So if you've got something with a nice little spout so that the water's hit in the middle and hopefully will spread out, and because of course it's not going to come up, is it? It's just going to go down and through. So that's just little tips for you to keep going with it. So our ingredients for today are Halloween twist. Does anybody know what these are called? Gourds, yeah, mini pumpkins, gourds, squashes, whatever you like. So I thought these were quite quirky and funny. I just love them. I've got them on my mantelpiece and going a bit crazy. My husband's like, enough now. So that's the cream of the crop. Then I've got, does anybody know what this is? No, bear grass. But you were right with the grass. Well done for having a go. So bear grass is sharp. So you do that and you'll get a cut. I wasn't gripping it hard, that's why I haven't got a cut. Just be careful. Then we have, anyone recognise this? Bay. So if all else fails, you've got it for your winter soups, haven't you? Good old ivy. You can't have a cascade and arrangement without an ivy trail, in my book. And then for the flowers, we've got a lovely combination. Kept it seasonal, kept it with the colours. So because there's flowers here that are on gourds that are more expensive than chrysanthemums, so we've balanced it out because grasses are not cheap. But I was wanting to show you something different by way of if it's going on a mantelpiece, your grasses are going to come up and high and they're going to reflect the light and you can see through them. And if you have like tea lights and that, it's amazing what you can achieve. So, anyone know what this is?
Looks like big oak leaves.
It is, it's oak leaves, but it's been dyed so it's purple in colour. I'm not a big fan of dyed flowers, but I love this. And also you can get coloured eucalyptus. And this time, sort of right through to winter, you can get various colours. The dye does come off, be careful, but I just think it's so interesting and rustic looking at it, I couldn't resist. I don't think you'll know what these are called. These are dyed panicum, and that's a type of grass. You can see how lovely and fine and floaty and agile it is. So we'll just pop that back for safety in here. Okay. This is another grass. It's from the bulrush family. Just take away those leaves. And I just love the way it bows over. So you can have it trailing, or you could have it high with your grasses in the middle reflecting in the mirror. Think about, when I'm putting this together, where you're placing your arrangement in your house, because you're going to make it for that space. You're not going to absolutely copy mine, because no, you're not. You're making it for your house, not mine. So another gorgeous flower. Does anybody know what this is? Sedum. Yeah. And I thought the colour was interesting. It kind of brings these together again. Very seasonal. Presents. Gorgeous little flower, I thought. Looked like little stars coming through this design. And spray carnations in the oranges. And the last beautiful Chinese lanterns or physalis. It's actually the fruit inside. I mean, I wouldn't eat these. So they are our flowers and foliages that we're using today. So first of all, oh, I forgot one more thing. Moss, because we might need to just fill in some areas. So we're going to need some wire, and we'll just fill that in at the last point. So think about how long you're going to make it, where it's going to go in your house. We'll have a bit of length, and I'm going to keep the lower leaves to do another job later. So there's a cluster there, and I can make that work and do a bit more. So cutting on the slant and a good inch into that oasis. Same on the other side. Then get a bit of a scarce with the bay. So you want this front, so you can see it's bowing over. If you don't want it to trail so much, just keep it higher, but not like this or this, because when you look at it, you don't want to see that dish flow down, okay? So get that bay working throughout, and we will also mix some more of the oak leaves to bring the colour at the front as well. And I'll just turn this 1 minute, I promise I'll turn it back. So with the oak leaves, what you can do is, see there's like a bit of a knobbly bit, we need to trim that so it's a nice sharp stem. If you need more length, just trim and strip your leaf like so, and that gives you more length. Now I'm going to put this upside down because the colour is more intense on this side, and I like to see the veins, okay? But that's yours for the decision. So once I put those both in, stripped like I've just said, so we've got the colour coming throughout, okay? And save that for the end, because we're going to need a lot more coverage. Okay, so we'll come in with our ivy trails. So you've either got a couple of pieces or a long one that you can chop up and make work to come through. Okay, so I'm just got nice 3 pieces here, and it's great, it's bowing up instead of bowing down. So just manipulate it slightly. Just don't snap it, don't be too rough, but just enough so that you get that, and then eventually when you get it home it'll fall again. Okay, bear grass, don't forget watch those sharp edges. You take a few pieces together in your hand and you get the ends together and trim. You can either do a group as that, or you can put them all here, there and everywhere. That's up to you. I'm going to do a bit of both. So you get the ends all together and then just go wild with them, and then they again will reflect in the mirror hopefully. Okay. Then we have, what should we use next? Spray carnations, because there's length on these. So to create and to get more from your spray carnations, if you cut down the actual stem to the main stem and then leave a couple on the longer branch, and then these can come over as well, then you've got lovely long length on the others I've just chopped off. With carnations, don't cut through the node. There's a clump of cells there and it stops the water from going up. So slightly above the node and you'll be fine. And okay, so it's starting to come together. I think we will go for our sedum next. Again, like the spray carnation, I am going to cut as low as I possibly can to the longer, thicker stem. Leave that to one side. I'm just gonna turn to see, and then turn back. So just popping these through. You know the way you do. No? You will. So, what do you think so far? Is it okay? So, of course, I brought the colour through, okay, in the clusters of the sedum. Now, before we go too much further, I've got a space here for my gourds, okay? So carefully, we've got kebab sticks. Insert, just twisting slowly and carefully till you get the bite. You don't want to come through the other side, okay? Do that with both. Okay. Then you don't want them up here like that because you don't want to see that stick, okay? So trap the stick down and just get a bit of moss so we can sit on that. Hopefully that will stop them from rotting, having the moss underneath, okay? And then we'll get, oops, it's fine. You can calm it down. Thank you. So then I'm just going to put some moss in here and just pierce through with the kebab stick, okay? So it's looking quite autumny already, okay? Then What should we do now? Should we do the presents? Do you reckon? Yeah. Again, full length, down, right down. Chop yourself a bunch of mini stemmed presents. These are going to be like the little stars coming throughout the design. Okay. So, have some high as well. Have some through. Okay. Some low. Recession's always important in arrangements because you want your eye to go into the depth of the design as well as around in the longer strands. Now, let me see. Okay, so we've got a nice little group going on here. They're all little friends that want to be together, but we don't want them in a line. Well,
I'll buy that one.
okay, £20,000, bargain price. Then I noticed there's a few little gaps at the front, so this is where this comes really useful with the wire. So the wire is way too long, so we need to just cut small lengths like so, and then just bend them like a hair clip, so that's going to catch your wire in, your moss in. So pull. You don't need a lot of moss. We've given you your moss by your workstation, so you should have plenty. And I'm just looking into the arrangement. I don't want to see the brown Oasis, although the colour does go with this combination, but I much prefer to see moss. I think it's more interesting. Yeah. Okay. Right. So then we've got another piece of cedar, which I think you should use at the back if you're making it front facing. We'll get the spray carnations in and we'll get them high. And we will split. That's going to annoy me because they're on the same level, so we will split that there. Okay. So then, I'm not going to cover the back because I want you guys to have a little bit more time on your particular pieces. But to show you just quickly what you can do, you've got your moss, you've got your sedum, and you've got your leaves. You can place your leaves flat and pin them into position, your moss as well, and just an odd flower or two, just pinning it through, so that if it's going on a mirror, what you're looking at isn't ugly. It's a completed design, but mine isn't, because I'm a teacher now. Yeah. So we're going to have our lovely fishing rod, like fishing rod, isn't it? You know, doing fishing. Coming over, bowing over. Then save that to us, that's my favourite. We've got Chinese lanterns, and because these are kind of hang naturally like so, I'm going to put it in at an angle, okay, and then we've got another little wee one at the bottom that we can just throw on this side. And the last gorgeous redness of the panicum in here, and that's your autumn design.